All right, the purpose of this project is to provide school-based occupational therapists a guide for assistive technology, especially OTs in any district, but especially for the OTs in my district. So scrolling down, you can see the different topics that I cover. Then you can also find that on the side over here. So you go into the definitions of assistive technology, and through this it previews, what low tech is, high tech, and just talks a little bit about the different types of assistive technology and why we might need it. And then right here is the assistive technology laws and legislation. I've started here in 1973 with the Rehabilitation Act, and then covered, up until 2017. So I think this will be helpful for OTs to have an idea of when these laws were made. And then, all right, now, so the topics that I chose, I picked them specifically so to help OTs who work in the schools and provide them, actual resources they can use to evaluate a student who has assistive technology needs. So here I have, what is the SET framework? I think this is, it's a framework that everyone uses and to conduct an assistive technology evaluation. And then I also have different tools that can provide as a guide to assist the OT and the assistive technology team in the evaluation process. So all these through here. And then I also included some evaluation tools that are frequently used in assistive technology evaluations. So one of them being the protocol for accommodations in reading, the PAR. The one I put here is free. The DCOS writing protocol, that's another one that is used frequently in AT evaluations. The written productivity profile, this is a free assessment that compares a student's writing and typing skills. So you can get some good information there. And then I also have typing speed norms by grade. So this is helpful when you are reviewing data and then comparing that student to the to their same age peers. And then I also included the HAT model, and this is used primarily in those kind of more real life contexts, like the home environment. I could see myself working in the middle school and high school using this a lot with my older students as they transition out of high school. And then I have environmental controls. So again, I wanted to talk about this because I work with the older students and want to provide them as much independence as possible in the home. And to do that, we can use technology. So I talk about, what are environmental controls, how to create a smart home, and then I break it down into like the different tools like smart lights, smart locks, what environmental controls look like in the classroom, to be able to lift the head of the bed, the foot of the bed, some bed controls there. Environmental modifications for individuals with autism, hands-free TV control, and then hands-free video game controller. So these individuals can still participate in their leisure activities. And then also, a variety of switches that individuals can use to access their environment. And then I have alternative input devices. I have what they are, and then a variety of different tools that can be used down here. And also, the fun part, how to get funding for these different tools. And then I also included how to select the right tool. My next topic, AT for individuals with autism. I have right here examples of low to high tech tools, communication tools, reading tools, and so on. This one I put on here, well, for our older kids, I have some tools that help with work, executive functioning, and also safety. This is the big one that we focus on at the high school. And last but not least, what all OTs should know about AT. I included the occupational therapy scope of practice, and assistive technology is included in that. Our role as OTs within the school environment. I included, a helpful guide on how to write AT into the IEP. So sometimes I get asked at work by teachers or other OTs, that they've completed an evaluation, an AT evaluation, and the student they've determined needs a tool, but they don't know how to write it into the IEP. So there's our guide. Some training that I've actually taken that was super helpful for me when I first started working in schools. And then also some guides on how to assess different needs for AT. So reading, writing, those ADLs, activities of daily living, and then I feel like this is the hardest part sometimes of this evaluation process, but it's super important, the funding. So how to get funding, where you can look, but yeah, there's that. So I hope you all find this helpful, and get something from it. It was helpful for me actually to put this all together and see it, and I think it'll be a great resource for me to use as well as other OTs.